Did you know that space has a smell? It's not something you'd normally think about, but astronauts on spacewalks report bizarre odors clinging to their gear. They say it's a sharp metallic tang, like seared steak, hot metal, or welding fumes. It makes you wonder, what other cosmic secrets are hiding just out of sight? For as long as we've been human, we've stared at the stars and tried to make sense of it all. We built incredible models and told ourselves stories to explain the silent, dark expanse. But what if everything we thought we knew is being challenged right now? Scientists are wrestling with mysteries that are rewriting the textbooks, revealing a cosmos that's more chaotic, bizarre, and magnificent than we ever dreamed. So get ready, because we're counting down 10 unbelievable facts about the universe that you just have to know. Fact number 10, our solar system just got new neighbors. For decades, we thought our map of the outer solar system was mostly filled in, but it turns out more bodies were hiding in the dark. In early 2024, astronomers announced they'd found 3 new moons, 1 orbiting Uranus and 2 orbiting Neptune. These aren't giant moons. They're incredibly small and faint. The new Uranian moon, S/2023 U1, is only about 5 miles, 8 kilometers across, making it one of the smallest of Uranus's 28 known moons. It takes 680 days to circle its planet. The 2 new moons of Neptune bring its total count to 16. The fainter of them, S/2021N1, is on a staggering 27-year orbit. Spotting these was a heroic effort of special image processing just to make these tiny specks of light appear. The strange, distant orbits of these moons suggest they were captured by their planet's gravity long ago. They're like ancient relics from the chaotic early days of our solar system, reminding us that even in our own cosmic backyard, new worlds are waiting to be found. Fact number 9, it rains glass sideways. If you think a bad thunderstorm is a pain, be glad you don't live on exoplanet HD 189733b. This gas giant, about 64 light years away, looks like a gorgeous deep blue marble from a distance. But don't let its looks fool you. This planet is a nightmare. The weather here is, without exaggeration, horrifying. That beautiful blue hue doesn't come from oceans. It comes from an atmosphere full of silicate particles, the raw material for glass. The planet is so close to its star that it's blisteringly hot, which leads to a terrifying forecast. It rains molten glass. But it gets worse. This planet is ripped by some of the fastest winds ever recorded, howling at over 5,400 miles per hour, or 2 kilometers per second. That's more than 7 times the speed of sound. With winds that ferocious, the rain of glass doesn't fall down. It screams sideways, creating a perpetual planet-wide storm of flying glass shards. It is, quite literally, death by a billion cuts on a cosmic scale. HD 189733b is a brutal reminder that even a world that looks a little like home can be one of the most violent places imaginable. Fact number 8, the Diamond Planet might be a bust out in the cosmos. There are worlds that beggar belief, but for a while, one captured everyone's imagination. 55 Cancri A, located about 40 light years away, this super Earth is about twice our planet's size, but far more massive. Early studies led to a spectacular theory that up to a third of the planet could be pure diamond. The idea was that the planet's star system was extremely carbon-rich. Since 55 Cancri E orbits its star every 18 hours, its surface is baked by scorching temperatures. Under the immense heat and crushing pressure, all that carbon would crystallize, creating a world with a thick mantle of diamond. But science marches on. More recent research has thrown cold water on this glittering idea. New analyses suggest the planet's host star has more oxygen than carbon, making a diamond-filled planet far less likely. Instead, it may have a bubbling ocean of magma. The story of 55 Cancri E is a perfect example of how science works. An amazing theory gets tested, refined, and sometimes overturned. Fact number 7, the first 3D weather map of an alien world. We've gotten good at finding planets outside our solar system, but knowing what they're actually like has been a massive challenge. In a huge breakthrough, astronomers created the first ever 3D map of an exoplanet's atmosphere, giving us our first real look at the weather on a faraway world. The planet is WASP-121b, an ultra-hot Jupiter about 900 light-years away. This gas giant orbits its star so tightly that it's tidally locked, one side permanently baked in daylight, the other in endless night. Using the Very Large Telescope, scientists looked deep into its atmosphere to track how elements like iron and titanium were moving. They traced powerful winds through different layers, building a detailed, 3-dimensional picture of its climate. What they found was wild. The map revealed a supercharged atmosphere with a extreme tearing around the equator and a deeper flow of gas from the brutally hot day side to the cooler night side. The weather patterns are utterly alien. Astronomers said that even the most powerful hurricanes on Earth seem calm in comparison. This wasn't just a snapshot, it was a dynamic map of an alien climate in action, marking a huge leap from just finding planets to truly understanding them. Fact number 6, the sound of a black hole. There's that old saying, in space, no one can hear you scream. That's because space is mostly a vacuum and sound needs something to travel through. While that's true, it isn't the whole story. In 2003, astronomers studying the Perseus galaxy cluster 250 million light-years away found something incredible. The supermassive black hole at the cluster's center was sending out massive pressure waves, creating ripples in the hot gas surrounding it. And those ripples, they are, for all intents and purposes, sound waves. There was just one problem. The note was a B flat, more than 57 octaves below middle C, with a frequency measured in millions of years, totally impossible for humans to hear. But recently, NASA did something amazing. Through a process called sonification, they took that cosmic data and cranked up the frequency by 57 and 58 octaves, translating the inaudible into something we can finally hear. The result is haunting. It's a deep, eerie, groaning moan. This isn't an artist's idea of what a black hole sounds like, it's the actual translated sound of a black hole's power echoing through intergalactic space. Black holes aren't silent, they're active engines that fill the cosmos with a deep, constant rumble. If your mind is already blown, do us a quick favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're only halfway through, and believe me, it only gets weirder from here. You won't want to miss what's next. Fact number 5, we have detected a record-shattering black hole collision. For decades, gravitational waves, ripples in spacetime predicted by Einstein, were just theory. But since their first detection in 2015, observatories like LIGO and Virgo have given us a new way to hear the universe's most violent events, and they've heard some monsters. A signal named GW190521 came from the merger of two massive black holes. One was about 85 times the mass of our Sun, and its partner was about 66 solar masses. They spiraled together in a final catastrophic dance, merging into a single, gargantuan black hole weighing in at 142 times the mass of our Sun. This event was the first clear detection of an intermediate mass black hole, a size that was once thought to be rare or even impossible to create from a single collapsing star. Discoveries like this challenge our theories about stellar evolution and suggest that black holes can grow to enormous sizes by swallowing each other, giving us a vital clue in understanding the life cycle of these cosmic behemoths. Fact number 4, the universe's plumbing system is shaped by black holes. We usually think of black holes as cosmic vacuum cleaners relentlessly sucking things in, but it turns out they're a key part of the universe's grand recycling program. Supermassive black holes at the center of galaxies don't just consume matter. They blast out enormous jets of energy that reshape their galactic neighborhoods and the space between galaxies. These jets are among the most powerful phenomena in the universe. As gas and dust spiral into a black hole, a huge portion gets superheated and shot back into space in focused beams that can stretch for hundreds of thousands of light years, far beyond their own galaxy. Recent observations have shown these jets are powerful enough to pump elements into the vast empty voids of intergalactic space. These outflows seed the cosmic web, the giant filamentary structure of the universe with heavy elements cooked up inside stars. By doing this, they control where the next generation of stars and galaxies can form. The jets can either trigger star formation by compressing gas or stop it by blowing all the raw material away. Black hole jets act as a galactic plumbing system, regulating the growth of galaxies and sculpting the very structure of the cosmos. Fact number 3, you are an extragalactic immigrant. Here's a fact that's both personal and profoundly cosmic. We've all heard the phrase, "we are made of stardust." And it's true, the carbon, oxygen, and iron in your blood were all forged inside long-dead stars. But the story is even bigger than that. Recent studies tracking matter between galaxies have come to a stunning conclusion. Much of the stuff in our Milky Way came from somewhere else. Galaxies aren't isolated islands. They trade material through galactic winds, powerful outflows launched by exploding stars. Supercomputer simulations suggest that up to half of the matter in a large galaxy like ours might have hitchhiked from smaller nearby galaxies. That means the very atoms that make you may have started their journey not just in a distant star, but in a star in a completely different galaxy. You are a product of intergalactic recycling, proof of the universe's ability to share matter across unimaginable distances, connecting you to the grand story of the cosmos. Fact number 2. The largest thing in the universe shouldn't exist. The universe is full of giant structures, but there's one so mind-bogglingly huge, it might break our understanding of the cosmos. It's called the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall, and it's a candidate for the largest known structure in the observable universe. Its scale is nearly impossible to comprehend. It's a proposed filament of galaxies that may stretch roughly 10 billion light-years across. For perspective, our entire Milky Way galaxy is about 100,000 light-years across. This Great Wall is potentially 100,000 times bigger than our own galaxy. Here's why that's a problem. A central idea in cosmology, the cosmological principle, says that on the very largest scales, the universe should be pretty much the same everywhere. This implies a size limit for cosmic structures usually thought to be around 1.2 billion light-years, the Hercules Corona Borealis. Great Wall shatters that limit. Its existence is debated, but if it's real, it suggests matter isn't spread out as evenly as we thought. It's a cosmic giant that quietly defies our neat and tidy models of the universe. Fact number 1, the universe is expanding too fast. You've probably heard that the universe is expanding. That's been a cornerstone of cosmology for a century. But here's the wild part. It's expanding faster than our best scientific models say it should. This isn't a tiny rounding error, it's a huge, stubborn disagreement that scientists have nicknamed the Hubble tension. Here's the breakdown. Astronomers have two main ways to measure the universe's expansion rate, called the Hubble constant. One method looks at ancient light from the baby universe, the cosmic microwave background, to predict how fast it should be expanding today. The other method measures distances to nearby stars to calculate the actual speed of expansion happening right now. For years, these two numbers have refused to line up. The real-time measurements consistently show the universe is expanding about 9% faster than predictions from the past. So, what does this mean? It's one of the biggest crises in cosmology. It points to a crack in our standard model of cosmology. This proves the universe is still hiding some of its biggest secrets, and a revolution in physics might be just around the corner. From the weird smell of space to a cosmic wall so big it shouldn't exist, the universe is a place of endless surprises. The facts we've covered represent the cutting edge of human knowledge, where our most basic assumptions about reality are being tested. In 2025, Saturn's rings will seem to vanish from our sight. They aren't actually going anywhere. A beautiful alignment will make them appear edge-on and nearly invisible to us. It's an illusion, but it points to a deeper truth. What we see and know is just one tiny sliver of the whole picture. These discoveries prove the universe isn't a static, predictable machine. It's a living place full of chaos, mystery, and breathtaking beauty. The Hubble tension, the sideways glass rain, the haunting song of a black hole, everyone is a clue on the path to a deeper understanding. We are in a golden age of discovery, where any new image could rewrite everything. And maybe the most unbelievable fact of all is that in this vast, magnificent cosmos, we are here, aware, and able to witness it. The search for answers has only just begun. Which one of these facts completely shattered your reality? Let us know down in the comments. And if you want to keep exploring the biggest questions in the universe with us, make sure you're subscribed and check out our other video on the most terrifying objects in space. Thanks for watching.